With all eyes on this contest tonight, Doris, as these two squads duke it out for playoff positioning.
Brian, good teams know who their competition is. And when that happens, even in a regular season game, the quality of competition and the intensity gets immediately ramped up. And guess who gets to benefit from that? You and I.
And now the Los Angeles starters. At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Austin Reeves out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Williams misses. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Ball on the deck, LeBron coming downhill. Good night. What a drive.
And now we go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with Mark Dagnall.
I asked Coach what it's like facing LeBron now versus earlier in his career, and he quickly responded, not much. He's still extremely difficult to game plan for. Even at this stage of his career, he remains a dominant force. So limiting his production will be crucial for them in this matchup, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And Doncic hammers it home.
It does not happen too often, but boy, when Luka gets the opportunity to throw it down, he relishes it.
Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh my goodness, BA, there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance. Yet another miss, just 1 for 5, not exactly an ideal start.
Pass to Hachimura. Sinks the tray.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
The Thunder have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Williams against James. Chalk up 2 there.
And I like when Williams works in these mid-range areas. I mean, such an impressive score.
The Lakers have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up and banks it in.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
And Doncic has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Leading by 5. Here's James. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. James has gotten his second bucket.
The plan coming in is working. They're perfect 5 for 5 from the floor.
Here's Dort. And he converts the layup.
Listen, that is all you can do defensively. Lou Dort, at times, is just going to make tough shots.
Doncic on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. The shot by Reeves, no good. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 5. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with the victory.
And last time out, they seized the advantage with their defensive pressure. They did a great job of just forcing a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, I thought the giveaways were a tremendous factor. They were taking some chances on D, jumping in the passing lanes, that sort of thing. It really paid off for them.
Reeves against Dort. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Not a lot of room.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Doncic. The Lakers with another miss. The Thunder have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective, taking it right to the defense.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Out of bounds, it'll be Thunder ball. And now let's see who is leading the league in steals. The 4th spot held by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's such a plus defensively for his team. Those steal numbers scare opponents and lead to fast break buckets.
Wallace, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Finney-Smith's checked in for the Lakers. Connect comes in for Reeves. Back to Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Williams on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. From 11 feet away. Rebounded by LeBron. The Lakers in the lead. And here's Connect outside. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game.
They see the attention Luka draws. That's why his teammates get so many wide open looks.
Williams misses.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Yep, that one's good.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Now here's Wallace, guarded by Doncic. Here's Holmgren. Ooh, hits the difficult fadeaway jumper.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Lakers ahead. They're up by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Aaron Wiggins out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Cason Wallace. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Williams in at the 5. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, "It's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams, but at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out." Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA using that size.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Koloko, he's checked in for the Lakers. Hachimura comes in for Vanderbilt. Here we go. 2 games left before postseason action. Let's take a look at the possible field. You look at Oklahoma City, a fantastic season so far for them. First place in the conference. And, of course, Los Angeles, only 2 spots back.
Right now for the Thunder, it's impressive how well they have played. I mean, some teams need more time before they start clicking, but not them. They were ready from the beginning.
And what a good feeling it is to play such high-quality basketball so early in the season. This kind of start sets the foundation for what could be a monster year.
Here's Connect. He's guarded by Caruso. And that one's good. Connect.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Thunder trail by 3. From the line, Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And he buries his first look. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
It's deflected.
Relentless defensive energy from Rui, able to outwork his man and send it back.
Pass to Connect. Now here's Vincent, guarded closely. The 3 is up. Wallace pulls it in. For Oklahoma City, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Deflected! Vincent with the ball. 3-pointer. Hits the trifecta. And it's an 8-point Los Angeles lead. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
Wallace's shot is good.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
The Lakers lead by 6. Pass to Vincent. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA takes it himself. Count that one. Wallace has got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Here's Koloko. Vincent outside. There's the 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plans. So Oklahoma City going with almost an entire new group here. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Williams is checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Lou Dort in for Wallace. And it's Holmgren missing.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Here's James. There's the strength of the king.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Pass to Holmgren. And he stays with it. The 3 is up. Chet from range.
Well, the very definition of a stretch big, right? Chet Holmgren comes in with the reputation as a spacer.
Here's Doncic. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
If you can't match up on the boards, you are not going to win games. That's got to be a big lesson from that game.
I think if you get out-rebounded by that wide a margin, it speaks to a lack of energy and effort, and that's problematic.
Oklahoma City shooting their first foul shot of the game. Joe's checked in for Oklahoma City.
What we know about Lou Dort is this guy is an excellent defender. He's got size, strength, versatility. You can basically throw him at the other team's best offensive weapon night after night.
Now shooting the 3 ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
And that one's good. Holmgren.
Yeah, and certainly room for growth from Holmgren in the mid-range. But good to see him taking the shot rather than passing on it.
Hachimura from long range. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Lakers on top. They're up by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Hey folks, welcome. The Lakers wrap up the first half in what's been a closely contested.
This has been a display of what we often talk about on this show. Unselfish ball movement usually leads to better shots. Now I could say this, they're generating a lot of clean looks, guys.
Yeah, it's tough to beat a team that's in sync. Big advantage in the assist column, check that out. And now, as the season winds down, a look at the Western Conference picture.
You take a look at...
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Chet Holmgren with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Hayes is out there with Rui Hachimura. And it's Doncic in at the 1 spot.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Doncic passes to Hayes. Hachimura outside. Now James. James takes the hit and sinks the shot.
Well, it's the skill set and the strength of LeBron James. It'll be interesting to see how his shot profile breaks down when it's all said and done.
Dort outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with it. Jacks up a three. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The skill set of Rui Hachimura is enticing, guys. A big man who can stretch the floor with his shooting. Obviously of huge value in the modern game.
Free throw good. Hachimura. And both free throws good for Hachimura.
Rui Hachimura, a guy who's willing to slot into whatever position the team needs him and works hard to help out on every single play. You love the hustle and the attitude.
Basket's good. Los Angeles leading by 6. Doncic outside. The shot that time not on target. Good work defensively by Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. There's Holmgren on the slam.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And the Thunder making a change here. Caruso's checked in. The Lakers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Reeves. Fires the 3. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Reeves has got 7.
Boy, what a feel Luka Doncic brings to the game. This guy always willing to get his teammates involved.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein a screen. Just 5 to shoot. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
James, that one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. And now a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
Just is a dangerous area for LeBron James. You get him into that mid-range area, you don't know what he's going to do.
James, a freight train coming!
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Dort outside. Gilgeous-Alexander against Doncic. To end the run. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Shot is good by Reeves.
Yeah, just late help on the defensive side. I mean, just another breakdown for them.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
1 minute left in the third. Doncic feeling it out a bit. This one for 3. Dort grabs the miss. And it's Dort with the ball for OKC. 11-point game. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
SGA showing off the athleticism there.
There's so many ways Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can create for this offense. He's becoming one of the top scorers in the game.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Hayes with the rebound.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
From the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's blocked! It deflects off the backboard. The shot misses, and so it's Los Angeles, closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Aaron Wiggins. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Cason Wallace. Then it's Williams, and it's Caruso in at the three. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Looking to end this cold spell. And the layup is up and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points here in the second half. The Lakers lead by 9. Vincent outside. Second shot opportunity, and it's Hayes with the bucket inside.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Here's Wallace. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Jackson Hayes.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Wallace taking 2 shots.
The first free throw's good. Well, OKC has a great track record with their draft picks, and it seems like they got another one in Cason Wallace.
Wallace was the 10th pick in 2023. He's going to give you great physical pressure defense on the perimeter, and then he's going to play to his strength offensively. OKC rarely misses with their draft picks, and they didn't on this guy.
Vincent passes to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Caruso comes in for Wallace. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And here's Reeves outside. Drains the triple. Reeves has got 10 points in just the second half.
His first half performance, somewhat forgettable, but now he's pouring it on.
Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from 14, and it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
And very few teams rely on mid-range jumpers nowadays, but that's been their preferred way of finding points.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. So for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein, He's checked in for Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. And it's Jalen Williams in for Caruso. Hachimura's checked in for Los Angeles. Luka Doncic comes in for Vincent. Here's Doncic. Doncic throwing his weight around.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Thunder trail by 14. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one drops. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points in the quarter. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Hayes. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I'll tell you, if LeBron never scored a point, he'd still be valuable to an offense. How good a pass is that?
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just a crafty move to get free for the dunk.
Now, he's not just trying to score, he's trying to embarrass someone. Pure from three-point range. And the Lakers lead by 15.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Pass to Holmgren. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. And the basket is good.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Lakers.
They really had things going. Their offense carried them tonight, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., tonight, simply they won the battle of the field goal percentage. I mean, it made all the difference.
And tonight, a fantastic effort to deliver their 48th win of the year.
And with the win, the season series is tied 1-1. You have to love how competitive these games have been with 2 more left to play.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for LeBron James.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
With the teardrop. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Down low, Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
He is such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
So we see the Lakers taking the W here. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
LeBron, you got that perimeter shot falling as the game wore on. How'd you dial it in?
I work on my shot every day. I work on my game every day, so it doesn't matter if I miss all of them in the first, second, third. I still believe that I'm going to make the next one.
All that hard work really paid off late.